Mic check. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. Right. We are live and good to go. So, welcome along everybody to the Dynamic Nights Esports AT2 event, Yellow tier. We're round 14 today in Italy. This is Halsey. Hello there, Halsey. Sorry, had to do that. Bit of a Sean Connery tribute there. Bless him, may he rest in peace. Great actor, some great films. Obviously Bond. One of my particular favourites, The Rock. If anyone hasn't seen it, go check it out. It's a great film. But anyway, let's get to it. So, qualifying just starting. We've only got, well, it looks a bit 15 runners today. It's a bit of a quiet day for the drivers. Get some cars go. Oh, it's an unsafe release like hell. The Mercedes is dead, and so is the Racing Point there, for sure. That could well be the magic ping from Blue Dog. It is. Giving me a top weather update. So let's have a look as we watch the Racing Point. Gold gloves. Here's the weather from Blue Dog. Thank you, Blue Dog. Love you, man. So we've got dry quali and cloudy quali, but dry, and looks like sunshine for the race. Track temperature of 34 degrees predicted in the race, and an ambient air temperature of 27. Track temperature of 33 degrees and an ambient temperature of 25 for qualifying. So we're all good with that. So nice dry race. Nice dry quali, so these boys can get their stuff sorted out. No excuses for the wet weather. If anyone was around for Diamond last week in Belgium, wow, that was fun. Wet towards the end really spiced things up. It was a good race. If you haven't checked it out yet, go back in the YouTube channels on Discord, check it out. I think Roscoe Arm did that one for us. Big shout out to Roscoe Arm for doing that. Hashtag the official RA Gamer. Go check out his YouTube page for plenty of Formula 1 videos and F1 content. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. Obviously go check out my page while you're there. Subscribe to that so you don't miss any updates that I'm doing. Right, so sorry, just excuse me. I'm just getting my stuff together here. So we're still on board with Gold Gloves. I think he's going to be one of the first to set a lap. So we'll stick with him for a minute. Oh, he's lost it. No. So easy to do there. I'll talk about that in a bit. So front end plate damage for him. F1 boy sets a 120.7, goes provisional pole. Danny Rick, who's a reserve driver for tonight in the AlphaTauri. Yep, AlphaTauri. Sets a decent lap. Down the racer, resident here. Normally does a great job. Been doing some great driving lately. I must admit I have been impressed with Dan the racer. So big up yourself, man. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's see who else is. So is one slick on a lap? Yep, one slick's probably on a lap here. Goes P6. Let's have a look. P White goes over the line in P3. Who else we got coming here? Cohenhouse, Decadenia, ASAP Rocky. Trying to figure out where they are on track. I'll tell you what I'll do, idiot. Rookie error. Sorry boys, excuse me. Back at work this week for the first time in 7 months, so been a very big shock to the system. I'm a bit knackered, should we say. Let's turn on the... Wait, I hate that. Let's turn on the track map, then we might be able to see where everybody is and what's going on. Hopefully this week I get notifications about safety cars and yellow flags, because last week in Belgium I didn't, which made things quite difficult. Put the telemetry on if you boys want to see it, and we'll get rid of that for a minute. So most of the lads setting a lap here. So ASAP Rocky, again another reserve for tonight. Sets a 120. Seen him before though, ASAP. Let's see who else is left. Is that Cohenhouse right on board here. See if we can get a nice on-board lap with someone in a minute. Gold Gloves is on his out lap. So see if we can give you a bit of a rundown of the track in a minute. Stay on board with Cohenhouse for a second. See him over the line. What I'm going to do is get the stream back up on my phone, I think, just in case there's any messages going on. Gold Gloves up, yeah, Cohenhouse actually there, scrapping the lap. So 11 minutes left. Most people have done the first runs. It's Can't Do Crap currently on pole with a 119.387. Could be at Panzer second on a 119.986, excuse me. And P White third on a 119.989. So close between second and third. F1 boy in fourth, not far away, 120.073. ASAP Rocky in fourth, Danny Rick in sixth, Dan the Racer in seventh, Deputy in eighth, One Slick in ninth, Decadini in 10th, Gold Gloves not set a lap yet, neither is Cohenhouse, Blue Dog, Hellbent or Honest Crook. So let's see if we can have a lap. I think who's on that out lap? A lot of people on around that. So Blue Dog through a scurry there. Down into the final turn, turn 11. We'll go on board with him. Try not to run it too wide here, but get on the power nice and early as you can. Run it out wide. It crosses the line and goes P10 with a 121.116. So let's see. Let's maybe go up to Kvyat Panzer, our championship leader. And we'll have a little lap on board with Kvyat Panzer, I think. So as I said, he is our championship leader, and I do believe from my calculations, and I think from Reedy's, just getting it confirmed, that this man can take the championship tonight with a win. First, second, first in the last 3 events, so there's a good chance of it. So let's have a ride on board here for a lap. So we're down the straight, DRS zone, flat out, late on the brakes as you dare, into the right hander of turn 1, don't catch the curb too much, don't catch the curb in turn 2, really unsettles the car, it's easy to lose a rear there on the exit. A bit of traffic here into turn 3, the long right hander of Curva Grande. Could be trying to get a bit of slipstream there, so hard on the brakes under the bridge here into the left hander of 4, 5 on the right hander. Again, you've got to be really careful with the curbs there, easy to unsettle the car. So into the Lesmos, Lesmo 1, turn 6 on the exit again, careful not to unsettle the car too much. Into the right hander of lap 7, again got to be careful on the exit there, so easy to run wide. Into the second DRS point now, F1 Boy retires from the session. That looks like that is sector 2, behind us somewhere perhaps. So into the Scaries, turn 8, 9 and 10. There is F1 Boy's car there, so he's lost it on the exit of 10, which is so easy to do. Done it a million times, it hurts. Into the final corner here, the right hander, turn 11, Parabolica. Nice tight line there. Is he going to bail on this lap? No. An interesting line from Kvyat Panzer, but it works. He's pole within 1:19.058. Can't do craps, just jumped up. A couple of guys just getting out of the way by the looks of things. ASAP's on the outlap here. So we've got one of the Force Indias coming around. Gold Glove's about to start a lap. No lap set at the moment, so he's had a few issues. See if he gets it together for this lap. So real life qualifying this year for the boys was Lewis Hamilton on pole with a 1:18.887, just for our reference. So Kvyat Panzer is pretty close there on a 1:19.058 compared to Lewis's 1:18.887, so 2 tenths away. It's a very good effort. Obviously the winner for the real life situation this year was Pierre Gasly. That upside down kind of race all got a bit chaotic. Lewis getting a pitting under the safety car when the pit lane was shut, getting that penalty. Put him to the back of the grid. Gave the opportunity for Carlos and Pierre to have a little battle up the front. Nice to see a change of winner, I must say. Gold Glove scraps that lap again, so maybe he's just doing some testing work or something here. 5 laps to go, 5 minutes to go, sorry, and he still hasn't set a lap. Who else we got on there? So Hellbent's on an out lap at the moment. Where's One Slick? And maybe One Slick's just started a lap. Let's ride on board. Not the best of lines there. Returns 1 and 2, but he's in 3 now. Keeps it tight. Brakes just after the 100-metre board. And be careful with, again, cutting corners here. So easy to get a time penalty here for cutting the corners on this track. I expect to see quite a lot of corner cuts penalties today. There you go, something like that. Didn't quite get it there, I don't think, but One Slick giving us a demonstration on how you can cut the corners here. So into a Scarish chicane, yep, got out of the power there. Just heard him lift in the middle. That's breaking about the 50-metre board there for one slick. Just getting on the power, and he's bailing. Who else we got then? Let's have a look. P White and F1 Boy obviously is out. So we've got P White just coming into turns 4 and 5. We'll ride on board with him for a bit. We can go off board and see what great shots Cody's got for us today. So 70 races of all time in real life here at Monza. Most successful team being Ferrari with 19 wins. Most successful drivers, Michael Schumacher, the legend he is, and Lewis Hamilton, the legend he is. Both 5 wins apiece here. My country folk are the most successful drivers apparently around here, with 21 wins, more than anyone else apparently as a nation. So big up the Poms. We're good at something, obviously. No good at football, no good at cricket, no good at tennis, no good at quite a lot of stuff. No good at Brexit, we're no good at COVID measures, but we're good around Monza. So we'll put that one on the mantelpiece. So last sort of 10-11 years here, we've had Lewis on pole 6 times. We've had Sebastian on pole twice, sorry. Charles on pole once, Kimi on pole once, and Fernando Alonso on pole once. Track length of about 5.7 kilometres. 38 different winners over those 70 races. 25 of them was from pole, so let's see if Kvyat Panzer can keep that stat going. Stay with P White for a minute while he crosses the line. See if he can improve on his 1:19.889. Although sector is red. Fuck off. It's the work phone. I must admit I should be at work, so excuse that phone call. I'm not going to take it. Sorry work, but DNE is more important at the moment. Let's see what else is going on track. So we've got Decadinio, Danny Rick, Honest Crook all potentially on laps. That's very wide there from Honest Crook. Hellbent's retired from the session. Where is his car? What is he driving? Is that a Ferrari or is that an Alfa Romeo? I think it's an Alfa Romeo. Where's he stopped? Track map. Looks like he's in the pits perhaps. So maybe he's just calling it a day, even though we've got a yellow in sector 1, the end of sector 1. ASAP Rocky probably starting a lap there because he didn't improve. Blue Dog, I'm just about to flick to him and he retires from the session. 44 seconds to go though, that's why these boys are retiring I guess. I'm not paying attention to the time. So it looks like it's going to be Kvyat Panzer from Deputy, from Can't Do Crap, from P White, from Down the Racer, from F1 Boy, from Conehouse, from Decadinio, from Danny Rick, from Honest Crook, from ASAP, from Hellbent, from One Slick, Blue Dog, and then Gold Gloves. I'll give you a proper rundown in a minute once this session is over. Anybody else on the lap here? So Kvyat Panzer maybe just about to start a lap. P White's now retired from the lap. Deputy is just coming down into the last corner, so let's see if he improves. I'm not sure if he's going to bail on it. Blue Dog had his lap invalidated. So now Deputy pulls in. Conehouse is... Crook's definitely not on a lap. Danny Rick could be on a lap here. Conehouse is finished. Stay on board with Danny Rick for a second. See if he improves. Currently 120.220. He does improve. Goes to a 119.698. Jumps into 4th. It's a good effort from Danny Rick there. Nice to have him here today. So we've got a live stream comment from the Blue Dog. WAC. yes it is, Blue Dog. Alright. I think that's probably going to be it, to be honest. I think everybody is done. So we're just waiting for these guys to retire and sort themselves out. I'm going to leave the cameras alone for a minute. No worries, Blue Dog, you're welcome. Live chat comment there from Blue Dog, thanking us for the vision and the commentary today. I don't think Blue was streamed, so anyway, I'll tell you what, shut up for a minute, let's do these qualifying results. So we've got Kvyat Panzer P1, 118.719, Deputy in P2 on a 119.331, Can't Do Crap in 3rd on 119.387. Then got Danny Rick in 4th, P White in 5th, Dan the Racer in 6th, Conehouse in 7th, F1 Boy in 8th, Decadinho in 9th, ASAP Rocky in 10th, Honest Crook in 11th, he was running the mediums, Gold Gloves in 12th, Hellbent in 13th, One Slick again on the mediums in 14th, Blue Dog on the mediums in 15th, rounding out our grid. 2.4 seconds from pole to last. As I was saying, I don't think Blue was streamed on Monday, so I'm not sure what happened in Blue on Monday. I can't give you any updates from that. So hopefully this all works fine this week, because last week we had a Cody's glitch and we all got booted from the lobby. It froze, it screwed up, as it often does, thanks to Cody's, because they are crap. And yeah, we all had to rejoin. Took some time, a lot of headaches, a lot of messing around, especially for Reedy, who will give a big up now. So thanks, Reedy, for running the show as always. Sterling job. Thanks for updating the standings as well, because I haven't said thank you to you for doing that on our private DMs. Although I had sat with a pen and paper and tried to work it out myself. Got it pretty much there. So while these guys are on their formation lap, let's just have a quick run down the championship, shall we? I'll just say hello to everybody again, just in case they're just only tuning in for the race. So, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us. Nice to have you. Round 14, DNE AT2 Yellow here, Italy. Quick shout out to our DNE sponsors, CD Keys and Track Racer. Also give a quick message out to everybody, just say that I hope you're all safe and staying safe. Things are a bit crazy in the world, so hopefully you're washing your hands, wearing your masks, keeping away from people, following the guidelines. It's an important message, because unless we do these things, whether you like it or not, people, we will all die. So make sure you do follow these guidelines, wherever you are, wherever you're listening, whoever you are, wherever you're listening. Predicted tyre strategy there, one stop, soft to mediums, soft to hards, or mediums to hards, maybe mediums to softs. I'm not quite paying attention. After my important broadcast message, these guys just warming their tyres up, trying to get as much temperature as they can in them before the start. So we'll go down to Blue Dog, who's the last on the grid, so I can see. Why didn't I just go backwards? Sorry. Right, so let's do that championship order. So we've got Kvyat Panzer, who could be our champion today, leading the way with 426. We've got Deputy in P2 on 386. We've got Dan the Racer in P3 on 245. Can't Do Crap in 4th on 239. F1 Boy in the top 5 on 197. Conehouse in 6th on 185. Honest Crook in 7th on 158. Jamo in P8 on 145. We have got P White in 9th on 142. We've got James Cruz in P10 on 129. We've then got Banana Josh in 11th on 123. We've then got Reedy in 12th on 116. I'll get back to it later because we're going to get the go. I wasn't quick enough, sorry boys. So we're away. Strategy comes up again, so it's soft to hard, soft to medium, or medium to hard. We'll have a check on the tyres in a minute, see who's running what. Kvyat Panzer locks up into turn 1 but gets the job done. We're through. Let's have a little flick back, see if there's any carnage going on. Doesn't look to be. Oh, these camera angles are crap, Cody's. I don't want to see the back of the cars for. Oh, there's a bit of Ferrari wing up in the air there. So that was that Albon or ASAP's, maybe ASAP's wing. Oh, that's a dive. A lot of cars running off there. There we go. There's the front wing of Hellbent coming off. Got Blue Dog behind him. One slick in last. So let's position change. We'll stick that up for a second and let everybody have a look at that. So we'll have a little rundown. Kvyat Panzer still has the lead. Deputy Dog still in P2. Can't Do Crap in P3. Danny Rick in P4. Good start from F1 Boy, up 3 places into P5. P White down a place in 6th. Dan the Racer down a place into 7th. Conehouse down a place into 8th. Those guys are pretty close though, from F1 Boy to Conehouse. Decadinio neither gained or lost in P9 apparently. On his Crook up 1 and making a move as we go. So up 2. Makes the move on Decadinio down a straight with even without the DRS. So we've got Decadinio having a little look back. Oh, it's going to get tight in front. There's a tap there. Hopefully he didn't lose his wing. I think that's Dan the Racer struggling on the exit. It is. Alright, stop with your tyre strategy, Cody's. We've seen it 3 times. Piss off. Excuse the language. So these guys are really battling here. Got the best of line from Conehouse up in front there. Go back with Cody's great shots. So yeah, Blue Dog's up 3. In P12, Hellbent in 13th, same place. 14th, One Slick, same place now. And ASAP Rocky had a shocker, down 5. So he has had a terrible start. Already 28 seconds down. It's going to be hard to come back. I don't see wing damage, unless he's just been in. He's probably just been in. He has, indeed. So he's stopped. Oh, Blue Dog's gone. Where is he on the map? So that is the exit of turn 10. So easy done. So we'll ride on board with One Slick. We've got a virtual safety car. So we're coming down the DRS zone here, down the back straight. We're going to come into turns 8, 9 and 10 near Scouries. Gold Gloves gets a 5-second penalty speed in the pit lane. And this is where Blue Dog's going to have lost it. I reckon right here on the exit. He'd have lost the rear and put it in that wall on the left hand side. I'll get confirmation of that in a minute, but that's my prediction, looking at the track map. So let's change this and let's have a look, see if anyone else is diving in the pit. So Gold Gloves is in, Dan the Race is in. Everybody else chose to stay out for a minute. So Dan the Race has got the mediums on now. Gold Gloves, what's he got on? Come on. He's got the softs on. And ASAP, we know, is pitted, has also put the softs on. So we're back under green flag racing. Kvyat Panzer still holds the lead. 2.5 seconds he's pulled in 3 laps, look, over Can't Do Crap. So looks like keep it clean, and Kvyat Panzer's going to have this championship today. We're going to be crowning a champion. So Deputy. Again, these Renault boys, they had a great battle last week, to be fair. Can't Do Crap and Deputy. We were on board with the last lap of this Renault battle. So we've got DRS open here. He's going to do him. Sends it up the inside. Don't make contact with your teammate. Deputy's got a little bit of a run on the exit, but it's just going to tuck inside. You might well see him try and make this move though up into turn 4. Just got out of slipstream a little bit there. Is he going to dive for it? No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it. So Deputy now seems to possibly be away. ASAP Rocky fastest lap, 1:22.640, obviously on his fresh tyres. Put the tyre map up for a little bit so you guys can study that and see that. Honest Crook in 8th, One Slick and Dan the Racer, the only 3 drivers on a medium tyre at the moment. Dan the Racers are brand new. Honest Crook and Dan the Racer obviously started, One Slick started on him. So yeah, this Renault battle, we'll keep an eye on this throughout the race, but they did have a great battle last week, closing laps of Belgium. Kvyat Panzer put in a right lap at the end. I was a little bit upset that I wasn't on board for it, so I apologise again, Kvyat Panzer, for that, but we was trying to focus on the battles. It looks like the Renaults are going to be in a battle again today, so let's have a little flick back, see what's going on. We've got Danny Rick in P4, 2.2 seconds behind the Renaults, and then got P White in P5, 1.9 seconds back from Danny Rick, and then F1 Boy, he's not too far behind here from P White, might get a bit of DRS. Where is he on the map? Yep, so his turns 4 and 5, might get this DRS in a minute. One Slick's just taken Hellbent. So again, keep your eyes on this bottom screen. Look, Decadinho, 3-second time penalty. That is exactly what I was going to say. Keep your eyes out on the bottom of the screen for the warnings and the penalties. I can't keep up with them all. Have we got DRS? We have got DRS. We've got it wide open, but it's not going to be good enough down here into 8, 9 and 10, the Ascari. So we've got P7 Conehouse, who's only half a second back from F1 Boy, so a nice little battle for maybe for this tail end of the top 10 coming along here. We've got Honest Crook in P8 at the moment, 2.5 seconds back from Conehouse. One Slick is a further 3.3 seconds back. Gold Gloves gets a time penalty. Decadinho is further 1 second back from One Slick. Hellbent closing in, he's going to have the DRS wide open, he has. Is he going to make the move? No, doesn't try it. A little bit wide on entry there, which messes up that second part of the corner and the exit, so he's going to have lost a bit of time there. Dan the Racer in 12th, 17 seconds back from Hellbent in 11th, and then we've got Gold Gloves in 13th, and ASAP Rocky in 14th. ASAP Rocky closing in on Gold Gloves. One Slick gets a 3-second time penalty. So as you can see, they're racking up, they're coming through as I predicted. And we've got 1 retirement so far. Here's ASAP Rocky. Right on board, see if you can make the move. Deputy gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's important at the front. Honest Crook, 3-second time penalty. A lot of penalties coming through in these early laps then. So we're going to get the DRS with ASAP here. Oh, he's run wide though. Had to wait for the throttle. We've got a yellow in sector 3. Hellbent has crashed in exactly the same place as Blue Dog by the looks of it. I think he's probably done exactly the same thing, so we should see his car in a minute. Into turns 8, turns 9, and then I'm guessing he's got the power here, clipped this curb, lost the rear and spun it into the wall, which is exactly what he's done. I'll reiterate, it is so easy to do that. I have done it a billion times myself. And it looks like Hellbent and Blue Dog, both teammates, have done it in this race. So we're under virtual safety car at the moment for that. The car is now off the track map, so I presume we'll be going green racing in a minute. Kind of screwed up ASAP Rocky. Decadinho has pitted, so he's put on a fresh set of hards, so he's going to go to the end here, I think is probably his plan. Not a bad shout. Tried to take advantage of the virtual safety car. He's going to have to back out of that because of the delta. few others might have pitted there, sorry if I missed that. Well, at least you weren't the only one, Blue Dog. If you're listening. Must be an Alfa Romeo thing. Crashing there at turn 10. So we'll have a little flick back down. So Kvyat Panzer still in the lead. He's got it by 4.5 seconds to Deputy Dog, who has now pulled out a second on his teammate, just outside the DRS. There's no DRS in operation there for Can't Do Crap, so he's just outside the DRS zone. However, I did spot that Deputy has got a penalty. I'm not sure on Can't Do Crap. DNE penalty at the bottom. So results probably will change at the end of the race. Honest Crook in P4 at the moment, 10 seconds back from the front guys. So it's a 3-horse race at the front. One Slick in P5, 3 seconds back from Honest Crook. We've got Danny Rick, who is now 10 seconds further back from One Slick. So again, we've got sort of a 4th, 5th battle. And then we've got a big gap to 6th. However, Danny Rick has stopped. He is on fresh mediums. So those guys in front of him have all got to stop. So we'll see Danny Rick move up, I'm sure, when they do. Got P White, who's also got fresh tyres on here. So Cody Sellis, yep, the hards. So he's going to probably go to the end. He's 3 seconds back from Danny Rick. We've got F1 Boy, who's also put on the hards, who's 1.3 seconds back from P White. We've got Conehouse just under a second. He's going to get the DRS here, is he? I hate when things do that. Yeah, he did have the DRS, but it's not strong enough. We've got Gold Gloves currently P10, 1.6 seconds back from Conehouse. Down the Racer now closing in on Gold Gloves. And ASAP Rocky closing in on the back of Down the Racer. So those guys are quite close. Gold Gloves, Down the Racer and ASAP Rocky at the moment. We're right on board with ASAP. At the back in the Ferrari. As I mentioned earlier, the most winning team here. Not sure he's going to get a win today, but so DRS is going to pop open. Watch what he's doing with his ERS. He's got no ERS left at all, so he's been hard on that. Is he going to make the dive? Nope. So these cars actually from, where are we? Probably Conehouse. No, F1 Boy. From F1 Boy, Conehouse, Gold Gloves, Down the Racer, ASAP Rocky. Not running too far away from each other. P White only just there up the road as well. So P7 to P12, certainly anyone's game at the moment, really. Not a lot in it. Decadinho P13 at the moment, trying to get back up to this fight. Kvyat Panzer still way out in the lead. 6 seconds he's got. Let's have a look at the fastest lap. He's also got the fastest lap at the moment, worth an extra point. Fastest lap currently, for anyone listening and wanting to know, is a 1:22.162 by Kvyat Panzer. Have a little check of the stops again then. So yeah, we can see who stopped. We kind of know anyway, but I'll read them out for the sake of it. So from P6 down, we've got everybody stopped. Danny Rick, P White, F1 Boy, Conehouse, Gold Gloves, Down the Racer, ASAP Rocky and Decadinho all done their stops. So Kvyat Panzer, Deputy Dog, Can't Do Crap, Honest Crook and One Slick still to stop. Quick look at the position changes. So Honest Crook up 7 in 4th at the moment, One Slick up 9 in 5th at the moment. Gold Gloves up 2 in the 10th. That's your movers, top 3 as they started. Biggest drop Down the Racer, down 5 at the moment, followed by Decadinho down 4. Danny Rick, P White and ASAP Rocky all down 2. Get rid of that. Panzer's now in. So is he going to go on to the mediums or is he going to go on to the hards? We'll have a look. It looks like the Renault boys are in behind him, or at least one of them is. So it's Deputy who's come in. He's going to put the mediums on here, Kvyat Panzer. Scroll back to Deputy. Deputy's also going to put the mediums on. So Can't Do Crap. Let's give him a bit of airtime. He's taking the lead out. Honest Crook, One Slick, all coming up as well. Deciding not to pit. So I think that's the top 3 not pitted yet. Everybody else then will have pitted from there on out. Currently 13 runners and riders. So maybe I'll finish off. Dan the Racer's just got gold gloves down there. Maybe I'll finish off a championship like I started earlier. I think we got down to about Reedy. Reedy was in 12th on 16 points. So 13th then is Decadinho on 114 points. 14th is Gold Gloves at the moment with 108. We've got One Slick who's up a position from last week on 79 in 15th. We've got Delad who's down a position into 16th on 44 points. Hellbent, great result last week. 11th place for him last week, but it jumps him in the championship 3 spots up to P70 or 17th, should I say? Get your words right. Excuse me. So he's on 17th on 38 points. And then got Jay Shush, who also jumped a couple of places from last week, up into 18th on 36 points. Trent, who I've never commentated on, to be honest with you, is currently P19 on 32 points, and Charles Leclerc is currently 20th on 29 points. Missing in action here, so looking down at my standings, ASAP Rocky has had a spin. Sorry guys for missing that one, very rookie. That's what you get when you look down at pieces of paper. That's why it's always nice to have 2 commentators, because, well, one's looking at paper, the other one's looking at the action. So ASAP for a spin there. I don't think he's got any damage, although maybe I'm wrong because he's coming in the pits. Hard to see there. Gold Gloves has followed him. Both these guys have already pitted. So no, there's no wind going on, but he's changing his tyres. Gold Gloves being held, so obviously got a bit of a penalty going on. Swapping his tyres to the mediums. So it's 2 stops for ASAP Rocky and Gold Gloves. Both now out on the mediums. 12 laps done. We'll go back to the front. Honest Crook. So Can't Do Crap will have pitted last lap on the Renault, which he did. So look, Danny Rick's up to 5th. That earlier stop. So he's jumped him. Bit of an undercut there from Danny Rick. But Can't Do Crap probably will come back. So we've got Honest Crook leading. One Slick in P2. We've got Kabir Panzer in 3rd, Deputy in 4th, Danny Rick now in 5th, under attack from Can't Do Crap. Can't Do Crap's now got that position on those fresh mediums. Not really fought by Danny there, although he's having a little look on the exit. Oh, what happened there? Can't Do Crap. I think he might have run a little bit wide there. Let's get rid of that, I hate it. So a mistake there from Can't Do Crap in his battle with Danny Rick. Danny Rick looked to be fair to me there, so must have been an own mistake. We've got a yellow in sector 1 and 2. It looks like it's one of the McLarens. Could it be P White? It is P White. He's had a spin, you can tell by the tyres. We've got the gearbox glitch from Cody's. Thank you. So he has had a spin here. Let's go off board and see if we can see. No, it looks like he's got both end plates. Looks like he's got away with it. But he has had a spin. Right, we're getting off that because I can't stand Cody's glitch any longer. Honest Crook still doesn't pit, but he's on the mediums. He started on the mediums, though, didn't he? Let's just check that. Yes, he did start on the mediums. 13 laps he's done on them, obviously. On to his 14th now. So he's going to go to the softs at the end, or that's his strategy, I would have thought. One Slick doing the same in 3rd. Kabir Panzer is now back up to 4th. So we've got Honest Crook and One Slick still to stop. Everybody else has now stopped. Oh, I've got this glitch back again. So here we go, we're on board with Honest Crook, looking back at Kabir Panzer. Decadinho time penalty, Gold Gloves time penalty. Kabir Panzer's DRS is open, we can see it there. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining. And there he goes. It's a DRS move. One slick gets a time penalty. These time penalties are still coming. A lot of them happening. Kvyat Panzer now back into the lead, as you can see, and he's going to be up, away and gone. Just keep it clean, as I've said previously, and it's all his. Will Honest Crook die for the pits here? No, we're going to stay out again. So one slick also staying out again. Deputy's 6 seconds back from him at the moment. Can't do crap. It's Renault battle, so there's lost a bit of time there. Deputy's managed to pull out about 3 seconds on Can't Do Crap, his teammate. Daddy Rick still trying to stay in the fight with Can't Do Crap. Just that DRS zone though, 1.1 seconds back. So we've got F1 boy here in the DRS zone. He's got his DRS wide open. Down the racer following him with also DRS. So it's Conehouse in front of us in P7. So we're looking for the battle of P7, P8, P9. 3 guys really close here, so we'll stick with this. This is probably the closest battle on track. We've got Yellow in Sector 3, which is one of the Ferraris. Is that ASAP Rocky? Oh no! What the... Oh my god. I just caught that. I think that was ASAP that had a problem. Possibly the same as the other guys here, Hellbent and Blue Dog, on the exit. Let's see if we can ride with Kvyat Panzer and see any of that mess. That was an absolute mess. So Gold Gloves is out now, and ASAP Rocky. I'm predicting ASAP Rocky again lost the rear on the exit of turn 10. Maybe had a bit of a tank slapper because he looked a little bit further down the road than Hellbent and Blue Dog, but probably hit the wall, maybe took the wheel off, spun back into the middle of the track, and Gold Gloves has absolutely ploughed into him, and he's left the session, and he's going to be pissed. I don't think there's any fault there from ASAP Rocky, but Gold Gloves just an unfortunate third party member there. Just about caught the onboard on it. Went for a better ride than a Friday night in Soho. Almost trying to impersonate Mark Webber there. A few Australians, your countrymen. Guy that was crap off the start, but respectable racer, decent bloke. Does a lot of commentary for us Poms over here now on our F1 feed. Remember that time he went, I think was that Valencia? He went for that flip right up in the air, hit the back of the Lotus, or the Caterham I think as it was then. Went for a nice big flip, landed it back down on its wheels, no biggie. As you would say, no biggie. So we've got now the safety car out, as you can see, because we're on board with Kvyat Panzer and we're right behind Bert. So will these guys take the opportunity to pit? I guess Honest Crook, did he just pit there? Sorry, let me try and keep up with it here. He did pit, yeah. So Honest Crook and One Slick, I was just about to say they'd be wise to pit here under the safety car, seeing as they were out on those mediums and going along. Let's see what they put on actually. So he did put on, Honest Crook did put on the slick, so he's got sort of 11 laps to do on that, and One Slick also put on the slicks, 11 laps to do on them as well. Put the tyres there for a second. I'm just going to check the YouTube channel. If you're listening, Blue Dog, and watching the feed, can you check the Discord, because I've got a struggle with multitasking at the moment, just in case there's any information in the Discord about any of these crashes from Hellbent, ASAP or Gold Gloves. Obviously I know yours, but I'm trying to stay with the race here and not flick around on my phone between too many different screens. So if you are listening, Blue, check the Discord for us, would you, bro? Give us any updates if there are any updates. Obviously, if anybody else is watching and listening, Gold Gloves, ASAP, Hellbent, give us an update somewhere on what happened. So we've got this safety car. Obviously, this will help a little bit with these boys, One Slick and Honest Crook, who pitted for the softs, just as we're under safety car, a bit slower. So we'll get these tyres to last a little bit longer. So we're just waiting for all the field to sort of catch up. So F1 boy, Dirk, DNE, Conehouse, P White down the race, so we're all just coming through the last bit of sector 1 and going to catch up with the car, safety car and the pack. So Might get it going this time. We'll stay on board with Kvyat Panzer so we can see that. ASAP Rocky has left the session now. So dominant performance here again from Kvyat Panzer, but that gap he had is now closed back up. Deputy has been keeping him honest the last few weeks. Kvyat Panzer generally coming out on pole, so first in the UK, second in Canada, first in Spa, fastest lap in the UK, fastest lap in Spa as well, so good job by Panzer in the last 3 events. Deputy second in the UK, first in Canada, third in Spa, so he's there or thereabouts all the time. Normally keeps him honest, but just doesn't seem to quite have what it takes to really get the upper hand of Panzer. I've only done sort of comms here, I think, for those 3, so I'm not sure what the early part of the season was like. We'll have a quick rundown of the Constructors' Championship. Safety car does pull in, so we're going to go racing again, so I'll scrap that, we'll do that later. So we'll keep our eyes out for movers and shakers here. Deputy's having a look. He's going to go the outside of turn 1. Can be done around the outside because you get the inside, as he's just well going to show, but he does take a bit of curb there, which is going to give him a poor exit. So Kvyat Panzer probably knew that. Got on the power earlier than Deputy. Got the lead back. It's a nice little battle out. We're going to go at it again. Deputy's up the inside. Let's see who comes through. Oh, this is going to be tight. This is where Lewis and Sebastian had their little whoopsie a few years ago. Oh, there's someone going off in the background. It's Honest Crook who's hit the wall. So there might have been some contact there. Let's scroll back. I don't know where he was. My bad. Decadinho going for a move here. Just keep your eyes on this tree on the left hand side for movers and shakers. On board with Decadinho, currently P6, not going to go for it here. Conehouse is coming, oh, P White, sorry, is coming in there quite fast, quite late. He's going to get a good run here on Decadinho. He's going for the outside again. We've got Conehouse in the background there as well, round the outside. So a good move from P White round the outside of Decadinho. Conehouse round the outside of Dan the Racer behind us. So it's all getting tutti frutti here. With 8 laps to go. Oh, Honest Conehouse, sorry, he's got a great run here. We're going to go 3 wide into turn 1, are we, boys? I don't think so. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Again, we're going to get a poor exit here because of the curb. So I expect, yeah, Decadinho. So like the boys at the front last lap. Not such a great exit for P White, but he's sticking in there. Conehouse is also sticking in there. Let's go back to Conehouse because we'll get a great view here. Let's get rid of these things for a minute so that there's less on the screen. So Kvyat Panzer P1, One Slick P2, Danny Rick P3, Deputy in P4, F1 Boy in P5, P White in 6th, Decadinho in 7th, Dan the Racer in 8th, Conehouse in P9, and that is all our runners. Retirements of Honest Crook, Can't Do Crap. Where did Can't Do Crap retire? I didn't see that, sorry. Anybody's got an indent? Blue, are you watching? How did... Any ideas how Can't Do Crap went out there? So I didn't see that one. He was up there, so unless he got involved in that Honest Crook, maybe that's both of them at the same time. We'll see if we can have a check in a minute. So Gold Gloves, ASAP Rocky, Hellbent, Blue Dog, all DNFs. We're still on board with Conehouse here, watching this battle between himself, Decadinho, Dan the Racer and P White. So P White looks like he's gapped him a little bit at the front now. He's got a second, so he's just out of this range. Conehouse is going to get a great run here. Go on, send it. Send it. Send it. You've got to be careful though when you send it on one and you've got 2 cars like this. It's so easy to outbrake yourself and hit the car in front, like the second car. So Conehouse gets that move done on Decadinho. He's not going to give up on this Decadinho though, but we'll check back with that in a minute. Dan the Racer's pulled out a little bit of a gap as well, so P White's pulled out a little bit of a gap. He's on the chase of F1 Boy. Deputy is on the chase of Danny Rick. Let me just check the feed there. No, Blue Dog didn't see what happened to Can't Do Crap. So Kvyat Panzer holds the lead, half a second back. One Slick in P2. He's right there with him. One Slick had a great race last week in Belgium. Finished second. Time penalties at the bottom of the screen. He's got He's going to get a DRS run here. I'm sure DRS will be reactivated. All the pack's still quite tight together. So Kvyat Panzer is on the defensive here. Something he hasn't done. One Slick goes fastest lap on a 121.7. He goes for a move around the outside. We'll go off board, see what Cody's gives us. Gets the move done, but let's see on the entry and exit here. He should be able to keep it a bit cleaner, which he does. He's obviously on the soft tyres. Kvyat Panzer on the mediums. Kohnhaus gets a time penalty, so one Slick on those new tyres. He started on the mediums, and he's got those softs on now. So it might be looking good for one Slick here. To be honest, might have been very, very good strategy to run. Danny Rick also running a similar strategy, as we know. It's just whether they're going to really have the grip at the end for one Slick and Danny Rick. Decadinho with a penalty now. But Danny Rick's starting to close the gap. Let's put that back to interval. It's a fairly even spread. The closest battle here, P White and F1 boys for 5th and 6th, so the battle for 5th. But Kohnhaus quite close to down the racer behind us somewhere as well. Keep an eye on that on the tree. One Slick gets the fastest lap again, 121.0. So one Slick really flying at the moment on those softs. Got the DRS open, but this is not going to be enough to get the move done here. Kohnhaus and is that Dan? Yeah, Kohnhaus and Dan having a battle here. Kohnhaus gets the move done. So we'll have a quick rundown in a second. Dan the racer is going to come back on him here. Kohnhaus doesn't cover the inside. Ah, Dan backs out of it. I think personally I'd have gone for that one. As Max would say at the weekend, send it! Not that that worked out very well for him, seeing as his tyre blew up a few laps later and he DNF'd. Dan the racer being a bit cautious there, but again, like I said, Dan the racer impressed me in this yellow tier. Some good drives from him. 5th in the UK, 7th in Canada, and a 5th in Spa. Driver of the day in Canada as well. So he's normally there or thereabouts. In the mid, Decadinho is now retired. Where is he on the track? Oh, again, it's the fateful turns 9 and 10 on the track map there. You can see it just on the. No, it looks like he's just about on the exit of turn 10. So I don't think he's actually come out of turn 10 yet. Got the virtual safety car. I don't think no one's going to die for the pits though, because I think these guys are done. In terms of that, it is run what you brung now to the end, deal with it. So yeah, Decadinho looks like he probably lost it either on the exit of turn 8 or on the entry to turn 9. So the left-hander or the right will stay on board with one Slick, and I'll show you what I mean. DRS is now enabled. We've gone back to green flag. Pulled out a second now, one Slick from Kvyat Panzer. Danny Rick 2 seconds back from Kvyat Panzer. Deputy Dog in P4 1.5 seconds back from Danny Rick. 5th is P White, 3 seconds back from Deputy. F1 Boy is half a second back from P White, so a nice little battle there. Kohnhaus 7th, down the race in 8th, they're all there. So this is what I'm talking about here for the Decadinho. He either lost it here and put it in this wall on the left hand side, or lost it here somehow and didn't quite get to the exit of turn 10. So just back on board with that, because he must have crashed somehow here. That's what it looked like on the map. P White gets a time penalty there. Sorry P White, that was probably me riding on board with you. A bit of commentator's curse, as happened to me last week in Diamond. After Roscoe gave me a bit of a big up, I decided to put it in the wall with 2 laps to go. Not pleased. So here we go, we're going to get the DRS wide open. ERS 16%, he's on the overtake button. He's struggling. This is going to be tight. No, oh, nearly clipped tyres there. Rear right to front left. That would have been a spin. They just about kept it clean, so good racing there. Although I think it was more luck than judgment, if I'm honest. Down the race, are watching this battle, hoping that actually they make the mistakes and he can just pick up the places. Oh, a bit loose on the exits down the racer there. So this is a tight battle here for Conehouse and F1 Boy. We'll have a look at Cody's shots for a second. Not that I like them. Conehouse is still on the back of Dan the Racer. Might get a move done down here into the final corner. Let's put up some details for you. So position change, one slick up 13 places in the lead at the moment. Wow. Gonna be dick of the day for sure, as me and Blue call it, or driver of the day as Cody's call it. Tony Rick up 1, F1 Boy up 2, PY apparently in 5th where he started, so that's going to be a tough call for him. I hate those races where you finish where you start. This battle's still going on. So one slick really doing the business today. If he can hold that lead, he's only got 3 laps to go, so he should do. And she stops there for you, so 1 stop for Kvyat Panzer and 1 slick and Deputy Dog. Everybody else that's still running has done 2 stops. Those tyres are going to get pretty old for Kvyat Panzer here. 13 laps. And for the Deputy, they'll make them of course, but Conehouse gets a penalty. Not quite as good as those fresh softs around them. So it all gone a little bit wrong after bigging up the Renaults earlier as well. Looking good for a podium, both of them. It's gone a bit wrong. We've got 1 retired and Deputy now down into 4th. So we'll get rid of that. I'll tell you what, I was going to just check. Let me just do this. Not that. It's just going to bring up the race director here and have a look at incidents. Are we on incidents? Get away with the tag at the top. Yeah, let's see if we can see how those guys retired. Who was it? Conehouse. Deck of DNE. Not actually telling me what I wanted to know, to be honest with you. Oh, there we go. Yes, it is. This is what we was looking for. Lap 18, Honest Crook and Can't Do Crap, the same lap DNF. So I think Honest Crook there got out on the exit of turn 5. So Can't Do Crap must have got caught up in that, or the other way around, vice versa. Sorry for whichever way it was. I think it was Honest. But whether he got a tap from Can't Do Crap to be there, I'm not sure. Couldn't quite see it. We see it happen in the background. So we're on lap 26 or 27. I think one slick probably about to start his last lap though. Fastest lap still being held by one slick. I don't think that's going to be challenged. So it looks like one slick's going to pull off an absolute stellar of a race here. Up 13 places, fastest lap and the win. It doesn't get much better than that. So Kvyat Panzer not going to be able to challenge him. I'm not quite sure whether second gives him the championship over Deputy. Where's Deputy? Deputy's 4th. It still might seal him the championship. But I mean, either way, I think he's basically just got to sort of finish in the last race in Singapore next week, and it's all good. So I think this is probably going to be Kvyat Panzer the champion, or if it's not quite, there won't be a lot in it. He'll only need to pick up a point or 2. Got a penalty there though. So again, we're going to see maybe these guys change order over the line. Let's have a quick look. Closest battle is down the race, so down the back here, fighting for P7. Everyone else is pretty evenly spread, sort of 3-second gaps, P3, P4, P5. Conehouse and F1 Boy only a second back from each other, but I think it's too far to challenge. So we'll ride on board with one slick and we'll see them go over the line, and we'll see what the results are over the line. So great race there from one slick. I'm going to give him a clap, although he got a 5-second penalty. Kvyat Panzer actually takes the win. Danny Rick takes the win. Oh, it's all changing as we go over the line. So one slick's gone from first to third. Kvyat Panzer's gone up into second to first to second. And the results have gone straight away. Well, that's handy. I think one slick will still get Dick of the Day. He does, indeed. Get Dick of the Day. And I think he got the fastest lap there as well. So, for guys that are listening, don't press the buttons too quick. Try and give me a bit of a chance to get this done. A lot of penalties at the end there. So we've got the moonwalk from, I think it's Danny Rick. I think Danny Rick took that in the end. So again, great race from Danny Rick. Alpha Tories as well, look, two of them up there getting to spray the jizz around. So Danny Rick, reserve driver, comes in, takes the win. Good drive from all three there on the podium though. Congratulations, boys. We'll see about penalties in a second. I doubt there's many people, if anybody, that's not got a penalty. F1 Boy not got a penalty. Danny Rick not got a penalty. Congratulations, boys. Well done. That is a great race from you. I like no penalties and always worth giving them out a shout out. F1 Boy, no penalties. So we've got Danny Rick who won the race in the end. Kvyat Panzer P2, One Slick in P3, F1 Boy P4, Deputy Dog P5, P6 of P White, P7 Dan the Racer, P8 Conehouse. And then we've got our DNFs of Decadinio 9th, Honest Crook 10th, Can't Do Crap 11th, Gold Gloves 12th, ASAP Rocky 13th, Hellbent 14th, Blue Dog 15th. So only 8 finishes there. And I think we only started with 15. But just under half the field finishing. I hope Diamond's not like that tomorrow, because I'll be there for Diamond. Quick shout out for that if anybody wants to see it. Hopefully Roscoe Arm will be recording that, official RA Gamer, as he's done the last few weeks, and putting it on the YouTube video section in the Discord. It's a quick shout out. Obviously we do run this Discord. Anybody that doesn't know, go and check it out. DNE Dynamic Nights Esports. Go check it out. If you want to join, go and have a look. And you fancy doing some racing? Obviously we've only got one race left now in all tiers. We've got obviously Diamond still got their yellow, their round 14 of Italy to do tomorrow, and then final round will be Singapore next week, and that will bring to a close our Formula 1 season. And then I think it's going to be the new year before we get going again on Formula 1. I think there's other things going on in the meantime though, so go check out DNE. They've got I think Gran Turismo racing and some other things going on, but that will be us at the end of next week. It'll be our last one. So we've just done our penultimate race. Like I said, I think Kvyat Panzer's probably, where did he finish in the end there? Third. If he hasn't got the title, it's very close to it, and as I said earlier, I think all he's going to have to do is literally finish in the race in Singapore in the final round. But we shall see. Hopefully Reedy will get the point system done. You can check that out in the week, hopefully. We'll have a catch up on that before we get going next week anyway. So I think, to be honest with you, we're about done. I've got to get to work because I am late. So that completes DNE's AT2 Yellow round 14 from Italy. Good race there, some great drives, some not so great drives, a lot of DNFs, action packed. Hopefully you stayed with most of it. Did the best job I can for you. As I said, pretty knackered this week, not maybe quite on the ball, but from me, myself, hello there, how is he, aka the Howsy. It's good day, good night, God bless, Godspeed, and peace out. See you all next week.